Okay, so today I wanted to briefly talk about getting used to a new animation or drawing program because I was noted personally about this. Oh my god, is my fish dead? Whoa! Sashimi? Dude, you okay? Where is he? Where's my fish? What the? Hey, bud. Okay, he's alive. Holy yikesy mama! Okay, sorry about that. My fish is sick right now. He's got indigestion, so I have to kind of keep an eye on him. And I saw him just floating by the filter, so I thought he was dead, but he's just sleeping. He's fine. I tapped the glass and he moved. Anyway, I wanted to talk about getting used to new animation or drawing programs since, I got asked about it on, DeviantArt, and I had a friend who had trouble with this, and the best thing I can recommend to you is experiment with it. That's how I learned to use Adobe Animate back when it was called Flash. I had access to CX6 at school, and rather than doing my classwork, which I don't recommend by the way, do your work kiddos, I would sit there and play around. And although it is bad to not do your classwork, and I did have a lot of stuff to do by the end of the year, I did end up being the kid who had the best grasp on the program. I knew tweening the best, I knew the drawing tools the best, I knew how to slide between frames and make it go faster the best. In general, I ended up teaching the class a lot, and I even ended up teaching my teacher some things, because she had never taught an animation class before, and they don't take it seriously in middle school anyway. This was grade 7, this was 4 years ago, I think? I don't know, but in any case, the best thing I can recommend to you is play around with it. Tutorials can be helpful, and I'm not saying to stay away from them because they are very important tools for an artist to use and they exist so you can learn. But a great way to learn is to find this stuff out on your own. It's how I've learned pretty much every program I've ever learned to use. I would pick up a few things from Speed Paint, which is how I learned to use like Paint and Sai and such, but for the most part I just played around. If it's a video editing program, I find taking at least an hour and a half to just make a practice video with pictures you already have, playing with the tools and the effects and stuff is really helpful. And if it's an animation program, draw some stuff and play with every single thing on the sidebar. If some of them don't do anything or you can't find out how they work, that's when you search up tutorials. I'm not saying you can't use tutorials right away, it's just how I learned to do it, and I find it's a really good way to learn it. I wouldn't have nearly as much knowledge of Adobe Animate if I hadn't taught myself that way rather than just relying on tutorials. My style would be less personalized, I think. I think it'd be more following what other people do. Now, at the same time, I wouldn't have found out a lot of the effects that you can put on a movie clip, for example, if it weren't for Jazzadross tutorials and stuff like that. So tutorials are a helpful tool, but I also think the most helpful thing you can do for yourself is, like I said, just play around until you get a better grip of it.